today to film a haul video.
Haul.
And Adam didn't want me in the video because my stuff isn't comic book related.
No, it's not.
And he said that since I didn't get them this weekend,
She didn't.
even though I got them last week, that I got it on Monday or
She
no,
got
Tuesday
these like
and
5
Wednesday.
weeks ago.
No, that's not true. It was this last week that I couldn't be in the video. So then he ended up letting me be in the video. So this is the first thing that I'm going to haul. And this is super cool.
She just takes over everything. See, I didn't even get a chance to go first.
Because in the first video, you told me to go first.
What first video? This is the first time we're recording this.
No, it's not. This is like fifth. So I got this, which is the Critical Role. The DM for Critical Role is Matt Mercer, and he made this book.
Something you got this weekend.
Which is, he made like his whole world and stuff that they play their game in. And it's called Tal'Dorei. Well, this book is based off of that. And
there's like, I thought that was just a big campaign. Apparently not. It's just this dude chattering on about how great his world is.
Well, no, it's so that people can use it. Like, it has the history, people, religion, organizations, new hero, archetypes, feats, wondrous items. There are some like monsters in there that you can use.
But are there any actual campaigns?
No. And it also has a map included. This is really cool. I like the fact that there are some new like classes you can use and stuff.
Map back there.
Don't take it out. It's like attached.
Oh, okay. That map is attached.
I don't want you to take it out.
So if you wanted to take that map and use it on the table while you were playing D&D, you would not be able to do that.
You can take it out, but I don't want you to take it out. It'll ruin it. You'll ruin it. I don't trust you. So and funny fact, Matt Mercer
Can you guys
is going
see
to be...
my nose hairs?
Matt Mercer is going to be at a convention that we're going to this weekend. So
Can
really,
you guys see Jenna's nose hairs?
They're being so annoying. They're probably like unsubscribe. So he's going to be at a Comic Con that we're going to this weekend. So I could meet him and get him to sign this. But I'm cheap and I don't want to pay as much for the signature as I did for the book.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So maybe I'll go by and scope out.
You should go by and be like, I paid for this book, so sign it.
I know, right? Maybe he would.
And get your annoying wife off your podcast.
Oh, that's mean. But
you notice she didn't disagree. She just said it was mean.
Well, I really like Laura Bailey and Sam. I don't know what his last name is.
Laura Bailey and Sam sounds like a bad, like, mid-market radio morning talk show.
Well, no, that's their real name.
You're live with Laura Bailey and Sam.
Well, Laura plays Jester, and Sam plays
Not.
And then, this was the other thing I wanted to show you. I got this in a dungeon crate. It is a
mini?
Yeah, of a fire giant queen, but it's not really mini. Compared to the minis, it's rather large. But I painted this, and so I wanted to show you guys how it looks. I don't know if you can see it very well or if the quality is good or what.
It's so good. Like, it amazes me the detail she gets into the minis that she paints.
And this one took me about like 6 hours. I didn't do it 6 hours straight, but I really, really like it. And I don't know. It was a lot of fun to do.
So, also this weekend we got this. It is a punch card for a store called Dirt Cheap. And they literally sell the old sleeved Netflix DVDs.
You're so mean.
If you ever wonder what happened to the Netflix mailers that you used to get before it was an all digital thing, you can go to Dirt Cheap and pick up plenty of Netflix mailers.
That was so mean. He makes fun of me because I like to go to like
because it's funny.
Bargain stores, and I didn't buy any Netflix DVDs. I didn't even look at them, but that's what he took away from that store.
Yes, and they have a bunch of broken toys. Like, I mean, every toy they have is just shattered.
That's not true.
There was this one thing, and it was like a figure set of the Justice League, and it was 5 figures in one box. Every one was broken. Literally every figure in the box
and
was
like
broken.
all the blind boxes were open.
Yeah, there was this Stranger Things blind box, and like I was like, oh wow, it's open. I'm gonna see what figure is in it. So I opened it and looked in, and
just a body with no head came out.
Yeah, which character was it?
It was Mike.
Yeah, Mike's head just rolled onto the floor, and then his body's sitting there. And I'm like,
well, this is awkward.
Yeah, this is the type of store she's dragging me to, guys.
Well, I found some good things, like shoes for my kids that were brand new.
Yeah, I hope they have all the toes on them. So, I was
they have toes in them?
Well, I hope they weren't like cut out where it's like exposed toes and kids walking around with their toes like sticking out.
Okay, let's go back to the comments.
So I was gonna go to this convention that they have, and we went last year and it was kind of crappy, and like the guest of honor this year was Dutch Mantel. If you don't know who Dutch Mantel is, he's a wrestler, and he was Zeb Coulter in the WWE. So that was their guest of honor. Anyway, we decided to skip it, and I just went to Dirt Cheap to look at Netflix DVDs, and then I decided to go to just the local comic book stores because they have 2 there that I don't get to go to often since it's about an hour away. The first thing I picked up was at a place called Z's Comic Layer. And at Z's, they have a table that does $5 graphic novels. I picked this up. It's War Machine Volume 1. It collects the first 7 issues of War Machine and the War Machine Ash Can. So for $5, that's a nice little story to read. The second thing I picked up at Z's Comic Layer was Spidey Super Stories. This one is number 11. Yeah, 11. I'm going to start collecting all these since my Amazing Spider-Man run is almost over. I like it because they're in a wrestling ring, and I also collect wrestling-related comics.
I think he already has that one, though.
Yeah, Jenna thinks I already have it, but I wasn't going to miss it. I also picked up these 2 Goosebumps books. This is Monsters at Midnight. I picked up 1 and 2. I've read them. The story's pretty good. If you like Goosebumps, read it. The one thing I was disappointed about was it's not just a story about horror with kids. It's about monster. What is that place called?
Horrorland.
Horrorland, the monster amusement park. And I'm just kind of... There's been too many of those stories. Let's do something new. The last thing I got there was the Terrifics. This is issue 1. I haven't read it yet. I'll probably read it after this video. I started to read it, but there was some tie-ins to Metal, to Dark Knight Metal, which I didn't really understand. So I asked people online, and after discovering that even though that book sells like 150,000 copies a month, no fucking body reads it. Like, nobody. Except for maybe 3 people who were able to be like, oh, this is what's going on. So
did you finally figure it out?
Yeah. After I posted it to groups, one group had 100,000 people in it, the other one had like 10, and the other one had like 1,000. And nobody answered me for like days. And finally I was like, do you guys even read comics? And then finally somebody was like, oh yeah, this is what happened. So,
well, and the thing about that book is people are always posting it. I'm looking for this book.
Yeah, they just like the pretty covers. They don't read it. I didn't read it because I don't read Batman, so I don't care to. But I was interested in that story, so I'll probably read it tonight. The last thing that I got was a sketch cover. This was at a place called Outer Limits in Murfreesboro. And I got this because I am going to have sketches done this over the summer for comics, or for artists to sketch on. I've also got like this whole stack. So
we have some more in...
And I've got some more in the room.
Yeah, in our room.
So I'm kind of set for sketch covers this summer. And the last thing I got was also a Z's Comic Layer. I got this 2-pack of Spider-Man and the Juggernaut. This was a Walmart exclusive from 1994, I'm guessing.
Toy Biz. Yeah.
1994. It is a Toy Biz set. It comes with a pin. I had never seen it before. I don't remember ever seeing this when I was a kid. So I'm not sure if it wasn't released in our region or what. I'm trying to get that glare off.
What's behind Spider-Man?
Spider-Man has like a parachute that comes with him. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, one of his things is he'll spin a web into a parachute. It's changed up over the years, but it's pretty common that he uses a parachute. And then Juggernaut has this thing, which why Juggernaut would need anything to move, like a device to move people out of his way is beyond me, but he has it here. So I got that. They also had one with Spider-Man and Beast, which I'm regretting not getting now. Like at the time I was like, it's 15 more bucks. I don't know. So, but now I'm like, I wish I would have got that, which I always do.
He does.
But anyway, that was my haul from this weekend. Hopefully we'll have a better haul next weekend. I also got some stuff to sell, but it's resale. It's not going into my collection, so I'm not going to show it.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited to go to a Comic-Con this weekend. And that concludes our haul. So we want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.